Hi everyone, my name is Israel Meir. In this channel I want to learn about Mishnah, the differences between the manuscripts and printed edition. I will explain Mishnah also, but main focus is to point out that printed edition of Mishnah unfortunately has a lot of mistakes that are sometimes very crucial for understanding of Mishnah, and in all the good quality manuscripts that we have, which I will also shortly discuss, we have different texts in minor but substantial things in the text of Mishnah. So we have manuscript, Kaufman manuscript, which is very good. We have Rambam that he wrote himself Nusach of Mishnah, meaning he copied from somewhere, but I think most of the Mishnah has his own it's his own writing, so it's very reliable because it's not just some random copy manuscript guy who wasn't necessarily a big sage. We have Pharma, which is very similar actually to Kaufman as far as I'm concerned, and the Pharma, there are two manuscripts that are also good quality. So bottom line, we have printed edition, we have manuscript of Rambam, we have Kaufman manuscript, and we have two Parma Mishnah manuscripts. I'm gonna use Parma 3173 manuscript, I think it's called, because I have it, and Kaufman, and we're gonna see our Mishnah in printed editions has mistakes, and hopefully we're gonna point them out, why they very important to note about them. And hopefully I'm gonna do one Mishnah a day, hopefully 4 days a week. This is my plan. So let's start in brachot. So one big difference is already in Kaufman, in Parma, and in Rambam. The first Mishnah that we have is actually, as you're gonna see, 4 Mishnayot. I think in Kaufman it's maybe 5 Mishnayot. So it's not one Mishnah. It is important because it's not like continuous flow, but different halachot that similar topic. Mishnah of printed edition takes it as one halacha. What other things? So let's go. Another thing to point out that I wrote over here, Perek Aleph, first chapter, and halacha. So Rambam in Introduction to Mishnah writes that it's the whole Sheshai Sidrei of Mishnah called Mishnah. That's what Rabbeinu HaKadosh called it, and each, what we call Mishnah, called halacha. So it's not Mishnayot, it's Mishnah, the whole body of Sheshai Sidrei Mishnah, and then there is, each of it is halacha that it was explained by Talmud, but still halacha. So let's start. ממתי קוראים את השמע בערבית? משעה שהכהנים נכנסים לאכול בתרומתן, עד סוף השמורה הראשונה, דברי רב אליעזר, וחכמים אומרים עד חצות. רבן גמליאל אומר, עד שאלה עמוד השחר, מעשה שבאו בניו מבית המשתה, אמרו לו, לא קראנו את השמע, אומר להם, אם לא על עמוד השחר, היבין אתם לקרות, ולא זו בלבד, אלא כל מה שאמרו חכמים עד חצות, מצוותן עד שיעלה עמוד השחר. הקטר חלבים ואיברים מצוותן עד שיעלה עמוד השחר, וכל נאכלים ליום אחד מצוותן עד שיעלה עמוד השחר. אם כן, למה אמרו חכמים עד חצות? כדי להרחיק את האדם מן העבירה. From what time we read the Shema in Aravit? Aravit is referring to Tefillah Aravit. In printed edition, that's what it seems like. Mesha'asha Kohanim, from the time that Kohanim go to eat the Truma and till Ashmura. Ashmura is basically night was divided to 3 divisions or 4 divisions. I think in Rome it was divided in 3 divisions. Its argument in Mishnah in Talmud also is at 4 or 3, but in ancient world it was widespread understanding. So in Roman tradition was night divided in 3, and Babylonian is 4. So this is less watch. Divrei Rabbi Eliezer, Chachamim say till midnight. Rabban Gamliel said till dawn you can read the Shema. And now the Maaseh, it was a story we can translate, but I think has more like halachical case when something happened and then was a case to decide. So Maaseh, this is it. Okay, Shabal Banav Mebeit Meshte, they come from symposium party. They told him we didn't read Shema. Omar Lam, he told them if it's not done yet, you obligated to read Shema. And not only that, all that sages said till midnight, it's mitzvah till dawn. Hektar Chlavim, it's burning the fats and the rest of tamid of evening. It's mitzvah till dawn. And everything, all korbanot, they're supposed to be eaten till 1 day or 2 days. Yeah, it's 1 day till next day. It's mitzvah till dawn. But sages made takana that you shouldn't let's translate. It's mitzvah till Amud HaShachar. So if so, why sages said till midnight? Like, 2 persons shouldn't come to do a sin, I guess we can translate, transgression, because you say, I have more time, I'm gonna do it later a little bit, you fall asleep, and then you didn't say Shema, you woke up, it's already 8 o'clock in the morning. Now, so let's go to Rambam edition. Rambam edition, our Mishnah is split to 4 Mishnayot. And the first difference, as you see, is marked in red, is Ba'aravin. I would say is referring at evenings. It's not talking about Aravit as a tefillah. That's what I think the printed edition, somebody who changed from Aravin to Aravit, was thinking about. And we're going to see that this is same thing in Kaufman right now. Let's go to Kaufman. Here's the Ktav Yad. Mematai korin et hashma ba'aravim. Over here it's not Aravin but Aravim, but it's same meaning at evenings. Now, which would be very important, I would think, to say not tefillah because of Rashi and Tosfot. Tosfot Shita is that wherever you daven Aravit is the main time of saying Shema. Is the first Tosfos, I think, on Amud Bet, Amud Aleph, I mean. So I would assume that's the difference. Okay, now next difference is in Mishnah is Mutarin. In our Mishnah is Chayavim. So over here is also, he tells them in our printed Mishnah, you obligated to read. No. Rambam's Gersa is Mutarin, and let's see what is Kaufman. Mutarin atem lekrot. You permitted to read. Because there was a gzera of sages to read till Chatzot, we would think you're not allowed to do it. That it's kind of knas, punishment that you shouldn't be negligent for next time. So, no, the Hidush is that Mishnah came to tell us, no, there's no gzera like this, and you are permitted to read. Really, sages want you to read before midnight, but they didn't say you shouldn't say Shema. So mutarim, I would say the differences, and it's very big difference. Now in the pharma, I see some differences. It's ba'aravim, not ba'aravin, not ba'aravit, and something is mutarin instead of hayavim. So it's two major differences. They need to. We're not gonna change. We're not gonna fight with printed editions, but a learned person should know about them, should be aware of them, and so is I think also in Ktav Yad. There's another, not in Ktav Yad, in Arif. Another difference is Hashmura in printed edition. In all manuscripts is Ashmoret, as you can see, Hashmoret. And so also in Rambam, Hashmoret. I don't exactly know what would be the differences and how is the difference, but I see it's in most of the times when Torah mentions word Ashmoret, it's Ashmoret, not Ashmora. It's only one time in Tehillim. Ashmora. Maybe Chazal want to connect it to one of the psukim in Torah, to connect it. For example, I think it's in Shmot Sharat Hayam, somewhere around that. So these key words will help you to connect Mishnah to Torah Shebachtav, because Mishnah is Torah Sheba'al Peh. Alright, thank you very much for watching this video. Please give me your feedback, what are you thinking of this format, what do you think about my horrible accent, and if it taught you anything new. Thank you very much.